World War II. World War II was a time of immense bravery and sacrifice, but among many heroes, one group often remains in the shadows, and that group is the paratroopers. Today, we'll dive into the incredible stories of these unsung heroes and their pivotal role in the war. From their daring jumps to their relentless spirit, let's explore how paratroopers changed the course of history. Paratrooping became a concept in the 1920s, with early experiments conducted by various military forces. However, it wasn't until the late 1930s that paratrooping evolved into a strategic military tactic. Countries like Germany and the United States recognized the potential of airborne troops. This is because they could strike behind enemy lines, disrupt enemy operations, and create chaos. In 1940, the United States Army established the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment, marking the birth of American airborne forces. These soldiers were trained to jump from planes equipped with the latest parachute technology and prepared to face the challenges of combat in the sky. Training to become a paratrooper was grueling and intense. Recruits often faced a rigorous regimen that included physical conditioning, parachute packing, and simulated combat scenarios. They learned to jump from various altitudes, navigate the hostile territory, and engage in close quarters combat. One of the most challenging aspects of their training was the psychological preparation. Paratroopers had to overcome the fear of jumping from planes at thousands of feet in the air. They learned to trust their equipment and their training, knowing that their success depended on their ability to execute their jumps flawlessly. So basically imagine jumping from a plane that is thousands of feet in the air just to land in an area full of bullets and death. Yeah, it sounds scary. And on top of this, once they were on the ground, paratroopers had to quickly adapt to their surroundings. They were trained in small unit tactics, communication, and survival skills, preparing them for the unpredictable nature of combat behind enemy lines. On June 6, 1944, paratroopers played a crucial role in the D-Day invasion. As Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, thousands of paratroopers dropped behind enemy lines to secure key positions. The 82nd and 101st Born Divisions were tasked with capturing crucial bridges and disrupting German communication. Many paratroopers faced resistance upon landing. Some were scattered across the countryside due to high winds and enemy fire, but they quickly regrouped and executed their mission. Their bravery and quick thinking helped turn the tide of the war, allowing ground forces to advance and secure the beaches. Despite their bravery, many paratroopers returned home with little recognition. Their stories often went untold, overshadowed by larger battles. For instance, the heroics of the 101st Airborne during the Battle of Braxton and in the Battle of the Bulge showcased their resilience. Yet, many of these soldiers still remain anonymous today. During the Battle of Bastogne, surrounded by German forces, the 101st Airborne held their ground against the overwhelming odds. Their determination and courage became legendary, yet many of these soldiers returned home without the recognition they deserved. It's essential to remember their sacrifices and the impact they had on the war. But paratrooping wasn't just an American practice. Other countries had their own paratroopers, and we'll take a quick look at them. British paratroopers were equipped with light collapsible bicycles. This was a very interesting invention for the time. Initially, Japanese paratroopers that landed on Sumatra were only armed with pistols and explosives. They relied on their surprise and their superior numbers to overcome the overly thin Dutch defense. The Soviets were the groundbreakers of airborne development in the 1930s, yet in wartime, they never really used it to a large degree. Instead, they only used small units and single agents to aid partisan operations. Now, on top of all this, there was a plan for the United States to drop paratroopers on Berlin in the closing weeks of the war, but it was called off, and this is for the better because of the bloodbath that could have ensued because of it. But let me know in the comments below if you believe it would have been for the better or the worse. I mean, if it had gone successful, we may be saying that America was the first to capture Berlin, instead of the Soviets. Today, we honor these unsung heroes. Memorials and documentaries have begun to shed light on their contribution, ensuring that stories are not forgotten. Each paratrooper's journey is a testament of bravery and resilience. The legacy of the Second World War paratroopers continues to inspire military forces around the world. Modern airborne units still train using the tactics and techniques developed during the war. The courage and innovation of these soldiers have shaped airborne operations for generations. As we reflect on the incredible stories of paratroopers during the Second World War, let us remember their bravery and their sacrifice they made for freedom. They may have been unsung heroes, but the impact of history is undeniable. Thank you for joining us in honoring their legacy. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more, please like and subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, comment down below how you thought. Thank you.